Welcome back to Airport Madness 3D. This is a beta version of a brand new game from Big Fat Simulations, part of the Airport Madness series. It's a beta, so it's not quite complete yet. I know the developers are working feverishly to get ready for release on May 11th, 2016, and I get to play it a little bit, and I have played it a little bit, and I love it. Scores were still where we were last time. Okay. Let's go back and play Kingston again. We're still going to go with runway 30, but I want to try move 100. I have no clue. I have no reason to believe I can even get to 50. So we're just going to start. At least we're not under such serious time constraints.
On the pushback.
Always do that.
Iron Flight 672 on the pushback.
Future Jet 790 on the pushback.
Copper Flight 101 on the pushback.
I just think this game is not just the the next level of 3D air traffic control. I think it's that plus a lot more. A lot of great features are built into this game. Look at these two radar screens. Gives you an idea at a glance of what's going on both on the ground and in the air. I don't have a time limit on 100 planes, so it's nice. It gives you a counter up there. I didn't know that. See, I'm learning new things about this game. So you don't have to be in quite as much of a hurry. You've got a plane coming in. I should be able to get 2, maybe 3 of these off. I'm going to wait a little bit to make sure that the runway is clear. I like to have planes halfway down the runway before I do a departure. I like to get them here before I start the next one. That's pretty tight. I have gotten burned by that. Down at the end of the runway. If there's a crash at the end of the runway, the camera will automatically swing you to that.
Flight 672, clear for takeoff. Runway 30.
Future Jet 790 cleared for takeoff. Runway 30.
I have a lot of traffic on the runway right now. Local air traffic controllers are accusing pilots of taking too long on their runways. Yeah, well, there's that too. Taxiways are more of a concern to me than the runway. Tell you what. So much detail and so many options. I love this. If you use, you've got radar over here as well if you're watching this end of the runway, or if you've switched to runway 12. That's the roof of the tower. I didn't know that. It confused me a lot at first, but now I know. It never occurred to me that in 3D there would be a roof on the tower, you know? It just never occurred to me.
Flight 101, clear for takeoff. Runway 30.
Starboard 190, slow down.
Usually pretty safe if you can get a departure started before that final turn. The approaches, I think, are much more realistic in this game than they were in other versions. Because when you're limited to 2 dimensions, you don't have that many options. Now you do. So I hope the developers having fun doing this game too, because there's a lot more options that can be put into it with 3D. I'm actually going to speed this guy up. Extended approach is a nice new option. They actually swing out and take a wider route to get into final. Now, I did have one plane in playing this before I went on camera that did a whole bunch of swings and swerves and stuff on final approach and really confused me.
Blue Star 338.
But
Request taxi.
I resisted the temptation to intervene or assume that it was something wrong, and he landed fine. So I don't know if that's built in or if that was a fluke or what, but it was very interesting to see. A little disconcerting, but very interesting. When these planes get out here, they will sometimes come from different angles and converge on the same spot, and you're responsible for separating them. So you've got to keep an eye on that radar. I just don't see how you can do that without radar. I mean, you can kind of sort of see now, but you have to judge distances too, and I'm not used to that because I'm not used to playing in 3D. Okay, move 10 planes. Whoop-de-doo. Let's get this departure.
For takeoff. Runway 30.
Yeah, it should be good. Maybe just on final approach now. Now I got 2 planes coming over here, and I don't like the way they're converging. So I'm
Harbor Flight 101, speed up. Iron Flight 6,
gonna separate them a little bit. Since I don't have a plane to take off, I'm going to swing around and let you see an arrival. This is scary as heck, huh? I'm doing a screenshot too. I missed the last one, but I'm going to try this. He's moving kind of slow. Pilots accuse air traffic controllers of pushing planes too tight together.
190, request taxi.
There. I got to get back in the tower and get to work, huh? Nothing coming. All right, I got some planes ready for departure.
Starboard.
And across.
2 on the pushback.
Lambda 782, cross runway 30.
Missed a chance for a departure there because I was dinking around at the end of the runway while we're watching planes land. You can stand down there when you have a departure too, and you can trigger the departure from there, and he just kind of drives right in front of you, which is a little freaky, but it's a game, so it's fun, right? I love the plane's left counter. I was always, well, sometimes I'm challenged to add real quick too, the arrivals and departures. Oh, mishaps. That's such a kind way to say crash. I like that. Appreciate that. When I hit 25 crashes, I got a message that said, that's 25 crashes. Are you trying to set a record? Well, yeah, I kind of am, I guess, but there's another hold runway 30, so I know I've got some traffic going across there. Some more. I've had up to 3 planes coming along here that we're going to cross, and that just scares me, especially if I have a couple planes ready to depart here and kind of have things all.
Steamer Flight 676, speed up. Steamer Flight 676, expedite off. Runway 30.
Future jet 7.
I only sped him up because I wanted to get this cross going and get planes into position.
463, request taxi.
Okay, the skies are clear. Take a look at my desk here. Oh, well, they were. I can just about run the airport from right here, as I can see when I can do a takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 30.
Future Jet 463 on the pushback.
They pop into my zone here pretty quickly, all of a sudden, just out of the blue.
Flight 101, request taxi.
I'm going to have 2 planes on this side ready to depart pretty soon, and I need to get those off the ground.
Iron Flight 672, request taxi.
Future jet 790, request taxi.
That's a slow rollout. Holy cow.
Starboard 190, cleared for takeoff. Runway 30.
Copper Flight 101 on the pushback. Iron Flight 672 on the pushback.
Lambda 782, line up. Runway 30. Lambda 782, cleared for takeoff. Runway 30.
Future Jet 463, line up. Runway 30. Future Jet 463, clear for takeoff. Runway 30.
Future Jet 790 on the pushback.
There's a lot of planes off the ground there. Felt good. I can cross this guy yet.
Flight 676,
I think.
cross. Runway 30. Steel Flight 6.
Wanna see what that looks like to the pilot?
Taxi.
Oh my God, we're all gonna die. See what air traffic controllers can do to pilots. Make their whole day bad. Somewhat safe,
Steel
but
Flight
I mean,
696 on
not
the
really
pushback.
safe, but survivable. That's not really the goal of air traffic control. I mean, it is. It's the minimum goal, but he's on final approach, so I'm gonna wait.
338.
No harm in leaving stuff on the ground.
Blue Star 338 on the pushback.
Steamer Flight 676, request taxi.
That's a really slow rollout. Wow.
Copper Flight 101, clear for takeoff. Runway 30.
Future Jet 519. Request taxi.
Steamer Flight 676 on the pushback.
Three planes on the runway at once. I do not like that at all.
Future Jet 790. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 30.
Thanks, Starburst Airlines, you always disappoint. Wow. I don't know what she's complaining about. Denise is kind of a, you know.
Iron Flight 672, clear for takeoff. Runway 30.
We want to get this big boy off the ground. Being a little more generous since I also have a little more time here.
Clear for takeoff. Runway
I'm not going to try to
30.
move this guy across until this one is left. Love these cockpit views. Really gives you an idea of what the pilot's view of air traffic control, I guess. And now we have all kinds of stuff coming in. Oh my gosh!
Future Jet 463, speed up.
Nightmare 692, request taxi.
Future Jet 463, expedite off. Runway 30.
Nightmare 757. Cross. Runway 30.
I hope I get this cross in here. I think I'm okay. Yeah, should be. Okay. I'm gonna take my time with these guys. Just keep up with.
Nightmare 692 on the pushback.
Future jet 519 on the pushback.
Notice the stressometer has gone almost up to the top. I don't know if it ever goes back down once you get it up there. And it's not necessarily a commentary on your skill.
Starboard 190, request taxi.
Future jet 790, speed up.
Starboard 190 on the pushback.
Starboard 212, request taxi.
Wow, that's closing pretty fast on that other arrival. We're going to wait for the...
Blue Star 338, line up, runway 30.
those planes to get off the runway there.
Blue Star
Okay, that should be good.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 30. Nightmare 757 on the pushback.
Being a little... I'm separating them a little more on takeoff than I had been because, like I say, I had gotten burned on some of those.
Cleared for takeoff.
So I have to be careful. Yeah, that's more like it. 50 planes, 50 to go. We got a new marker at the edge of that green area right down there. Is my new marker.
Clear for takeoff. Runway 30.
And I know I can get crosses to go here too before they take off. I've done that before. If they pause for a moment. Where did he come from? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, no! I didn't see him coming. See, I wasn't paying attention to my radar. Well, that's too bad. And yeah, a crash has ended my shift. It certainly did, didn't it? Didn't see. I didn't keep my eye on the radar. Shame on me. It's terrible. Let's see what we have for scores. 24,000 on Move 100. I was going pretty well until I just got too hung up on departures and didn't check the radar often enough because they do pop in. They absolutely do. Got a little time here, so let me show you a little bit of the achievements. Each airport has a continuous play 300 achievement, a Move 100 achievement I just tried, Move 200 in building traffic, and Move 50 in time trial. If you do all four of those, then you get the Airport Madness achievement for that airport. I'm probably pretty close to the 50 crashes by now too. But you also get continuous play as planes moved, building traffic is points, time trial is planes moved, and Move 100 is points, just to keep track of your personal high scores as well. So there's a lot of ways you can measure your progress. I think these options are really nice to have. But I also want to take a closer look at the instructions. You adjust your viewing angle by dragging mouse left to right or swipe with finger. You know, I have a touch screen on my laptop, and I haven't even tried that yet. Zoom in and out with a little. I don't know if you saw me doing that down in the lower right corner. The bottom menu, end game, your settings. You can change your settings in progress. You can pause it if you need to, and then you can switch cameras. And in here it reminds you, don't click directly on an aircraft to access its control panel. Do not attempt to click on the aircraft's data tag. In settings, traffic rate, tower height, hide, show, control room, and tweet comments on and off. Crashes are bad. Yeah. Arriving aircraft land by themselves, but there are times when they arrive in a tie and you have to separate them. Speed control, of course, is the easy way to manage such ties, but you can also widen their approach. You can assign a different landing runway to the aircraft when you have a multiple runway airport. This one is only one because it's the beginning airport, It's the one for all of us, me included, to try to get used to the interface and departing planes. Up to you to decide when they should be given a takeoff clearance. Always ask yourself, what are the consequences? That's a good question. The biggest failure point in Airport Madness is the intersection of two runways, and that's why a single runway airport is the first one to get us used to the controls and the whole feel for the game. Taxiing is good except for crossing a runway. That's up to you. Don't be afraid to let planes wait. That's good advice. Crashes aren't cool. Let the planes line up on the taxiway if necessary. And there's different things in Kingston. If you do runway 12, you have more room for planes to line up ready to depart. In 30, there's more room for planes lining up, waiting to get to the gate. So it depends on how you're playing that. There are keyboard shortcuts for takeoff, line up, hold, cross country, cross runway, go around, expedite, and fast and slow. I don't use those. I never have. Very occasionally in the old days I'd use some, but pretty much it's all mouse for me. Otherwise I get confused. Continuous play, steady flow of airplanes, unlimited crashes, time trial, how many airplanes can you move in 10 minutes? Building traffic. Traffic starts slowly but gradually builds, and then move 100, successfully handle 100 planes at a busy traffic rate. I should probably do building traffic to get used to that building thing. Here's the achievements. Continuous play, 300. Move 100, courses 100. Building traffic, 200. Time trial 50, and then when you get all of those, you get the Airport Madness achievement. So that's a quick look at all the options for Airport Madness 3D. Thank you for watching. Join me next time when Tenacious Viking is back at the airport in Airport Madness 3D.